Hey everyone, it's Alex here with the Code Wolf, and for today's tip, we want to talk about tags. Now, tags are actually a really useful feature of Azure that I see developers just skip over or not even notice, even if they spend a lot of time in Azure, but this feature can be really useful. So let's say you work on a development team and there's multiple teams in your organization, but you want an easier way to track all of the Azure resources that belong to just your team and be able to view them in the Azure portal. Well, initially you might think that's what resource groups are for, but resource groups are a more formal and structural organizational unit for your Azure environment. Tags provide a much more lightweight and informal way of grouping things for almost any reason, whether that's by team or by category or by some type of metadata or label. They just let you group resources really easily. So let's see how this works. In this Azure environment, you can see that there's a blue team storage, a red team storage, and then a more general CodeWolf storage, along with a matching app for the blue team. Well, let's say that I work on the blue team and I want to be able to view all of my team's resources, even if those span across multiple resource groups, and just have a nice way to be able to view them all in one place. Well, tags provide a really easy way to do this. So for example, if I was to go into blue team storage, we can click over on the left here where the tags are, and inside of here we can apply a name and a value for our tag. So in this case, I'm going to set team as the name, and then for the value, we can say blue since I'm on the blue team, and then let's click apply. Now, right away, we can see that this has applied the blue team tag to our storage. And over here, we have this little icon that says show resources with tag. Now, if I were to click on this, you'll usually have to refresh this after you start working with tags a couple times. It can take a minute to propagate. And there it is. So now we can see our storage unit. Well, that's great, but it's kind of boring right now with just one resource, or it's difficult to see the value here. So let's go back to our home screen. And now let's also add the blue team app to this tag set. So if we go back into the tags for this resource, we can again say team and give this a value of blue again. And now when we apply our changes, that will be saved to this resource as well. You can also view tags in the overview here. And if you click on this little indicator here next to the main tags label, it will again take us back to this page. And of course, we'll have to refresh again. For some reason, this takes a little bit of time to show up, but it usually pops in pretty quickly. And now we can see both of our resources here. So if I had a second app or another storage account, even if they were in different resource groups, these two are in the same resource group, but even if they were somewhere else in Azure, they could still show up in this propagated list of tags. And what's really nice is that anytime you start labeling your resources with tags, there's all these helpful links in those resources that let you go back to this page and see all of the related resources for your team or what other tag filter you're applying. Tags are also very lightweight, so you can apply multiple tags to different resources and create all kinds of loose organizational units just for display purposes here to help you keep track of your resources. In fact, you can even add additional filters and search by values and fields up here, and it's just a really easy way to keep track of your resources. So if you find yourself struggling to find all the related resources for a specific topic or team in your Azure environment, try applying tags and it will make your life a lot easier. Thanks for watching and look for more tips in the future.